Hello, welcome back to the channel. This time we're working on the Vauxhall Zafira and it's time to fix the exhaust because we've got a problem. Unfortunately, we've got an MOT fail and it's on the exhaust system. So, I've got the car up on the ramp and you can see relatively new, about a year old back box. That's not a problem. But if we follow the down pipe along, you can see the mid pipe is in quite a bad condition. And actually, not sure if the camera can see this, but there's a hole there. So, yep, so what we're going to do is take the back box off. So undo this U-clamp and you can see it then goes along, round and up to the front. Now luckily it disconnects after the DPF, so there's another clamp down that end. We undo that, take the midsection out, and I've got a midsection replacement, so let's get on with that. No huge surprise here, but I can't get the nuts to move at all. Nice and solid. Like I say, not entirely surprising, so I think what I'm going to do is use the angle grinder and cut them off. Now what I've done, yeah, if you recognise, that's my day job. I've put that piece of metal here to protect the pipes and everything else underneath, so obviously when I cut it I don't want any of the metal shavings or any of the hot metal to hit them, so it'll just protect the pipes and things like that. That's the easier high up end. Let's go and take a look at the other end down the far side. looks like it's going to be horrendously rusted. Here's the front one, and I've cheated again, used the grinder because there was no chance that was going to come undone. So that's now loose, just need to start wiggling it free. That's going to be a job in its own right, and then we can try to get the old one off. Here we are, there's the old one out, and I've laid out the parts because what I want to check is that the new pipe matches, which it does, which is good. What I'll do is see how that fits. Might wire brush the inside of that just so that it gets a nice fit onto there. The far end, you can see it's flared. This is the part that fits back over the end pipe coming off the DPF, and another couple of parts. Got a clamp for that end, clamp for that end. And I've also got this exhaust assembly paste. Don't know if I strictly need to use that, but I'm going to put a bit on either end and just make sure that it gets a good seal, because I really don't want to be doing this again, and it's got to get through the MOT. So I think the next bit is put the clamp on the end just so it's in the right place, push the pipe into place, because that's the first part, because the back box is the last piece to assemble. So let's get the pipe under the car. That's the way to do it. Pass it in from the back and feed it across that way, not from the front. that's it all lined up, so I'm going to get the paste on the far end and we'll get that clamp on, and then at least the far piece is done. Remember, we're going to have to push it on all the way. We can look at where the old one was, the markings on the old pipe, to know how far we want to go along. That's the front now on and clamped. And now just bring the back box in. Again, put the gum on. Make sure you put the U-clamp on before you start pushing it into place, and get it all fastened back up. There we go, back from the MOT test, and good news is it's solved. So the Zafira's got its MOT for another year, and thanks to, well, a bit of hard work with the exhaust and the old emissions thing. I'll show you the emissions report. You can see the difference between the two sets of emissions. A bit frustrating really, because all we did to solve that really was took it for a right run to blast out all of it, and that's the common thing with diesels. They need a hard run at high revs to kind of clear all the gunk out, and that's what made it change between a failed emission and a passed emission. So a little bit frustrating, but there you go, it's solved for another year. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can subscribe to the channel or pop a comment down the bottom, and I'll see you in the next video.